Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, and today I've got a video here for you guys, kind of like an unboxing video of some very interesting stuff that I recently acquired from TM Prototypes. Now, if you are unfamiliar with who TM Prototypes is, pretty much the king of prototypes, I would say at this point. He's got all kinds of super cool Godzilla, dinosaur, all sorts of prototypes, and, even more than that. So he's got a very interesting collection, and I will include a link in the description to his social media accounts, and you can follow him on there if you would like to see more when it comes to his prototypes, because he has tons, and he's always posting really cool stuff. But, again, we've got a box full of dinosaur prototypes, and, I've actually acquired a few already from him, quite a few in the past, and I've never really made any videos on them, but I figured, I don't know why I haven't, why not start today? So I just acquired another box of them from him, and I figured, let's go ahead and show them off. So, straight away, we've got some interesting ones. Now, you can see we've got a Spinosaurus prototype here. I have no idea who the creator of this figure is. It looks strikingly like the Kid Galaxy Spinosaurus that I've seen from time to time, where they have somewhat of a similar looking Spinosaurus. It's kind of like a smaller, kind of hard plastic version. I don't know if maybe this is the original to that, because it kind of looks a little different at the same time, but definitely has a very strong Jurassic Park 3 kind of look with really tall legs. But again, if you guys happen to know anything about that figure, where it might have come from, definitely let me know in the comment section, because I'm not too sure. And we also have a pterosaur from the same kind of group of figures, I think maybe the same company. Now this one very much so looks like the Kid Galaxy version of the Pteranodon, but I know they have an articulated version out that kind of looks like this. Again, this is a prototype here of a non-articulated version. But like I said, I'm not entirely positive if this is Kid Galaxy or not, because I have seen other companies share similar molds and stuff and release the same style dinosaurs, so it is possible that it could have come from somebody else. We've got another one here, but this time in a brown coloration. Again, we have a T-Rex prototype, and again, same sort of thing here, where it really looks like it would be part of the Kid Galaxy line. But it looks really neat. This one kind of has like that vintage T-Rex look and feel, which I really do enjoy. And again, very cool looking prototype overall. Super vibrant detail on the prototypes. If these are Kid Galaxy, the Kid Galaxy figures are usually pretty highly detailed for the most part, but it's even more impressive on these prototypes. Then we've also got ourselves another of the Pteranodon. So we actually have two prototypes here for that Pteranodon, and we've also got another for the T-Rex. So you can see we've got a brown and a blue version of this T-Rex now entering my collection, and I've actually really been enjoying, well, that one's not going to stand too well. I've actually been really enjoying the idea of prototypes and collecting them lately, because it's just so cool to have something that's so unique and so different, and also very hard to get a hold of at times. But here's the figure that really makes me think that these are probably Kid Galaxy, because we also have a prototype for the Stegosaurus, but this is definitively a Stegosaurus I've seen in the Kid Galaxy line before. So, again, there's like a little spot down here where there would be info on the dinosaur and what company has made it, but it doesn't seem to have been put on there quite yet. We just have that flat spot there with nothing on it. But again, definitely a figure I've seen in the Kid Galaxy line in the past. And then we've also got a very interesting Styracosaurus here, and you can as well, again, see that this one looks pretty similar to the Kid Galaxy figures. I don't know if I've seen this one exactly, though. This frill looks awfully large compared to the one that I've seen before. So maybe this was an earlier edition, and then they eventually kind of trimmed the frill down a little and then resculpted the figure slightly, but still super cool to have all of these extremely neat-looking prototypes. Then we've got some very interesting ones, because we have two Schleich prototypes. These are actually some of the mini Stegosaurus figures that you may have seen out in the past. And these do actually have the branding on the underside stating that they are Schleich. But again, obviously, these are still just the prototypes. And we have this raptor as well, and again, two of them, of the Schleich raptor. Again, the minifigure. I don't know exactly what species of raptor this one was, but again, 2 versions of the prototype for this Schleich Velociraptor, potentially, because I kind of feel like that might be what it is, but I could be wrong. And again, 2 super cool figures. Definitely hyped to have some more Schleich prototypes, because I actually already have a few in my collection that I acquired from TM Prototypes in the past. Then we are now down to the final 3, and these are from a different company than we've already seen. We've got a Recur prototype here. As you can see, we have a prototype for their Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is a figure that I have reviewed on the channel in the past, so I do have the actual release of this, making it pretty darn cool to have the prototype as well. And man, the detail of this is absolutely phenomenal. Like, I feel like it looks actually way better on this than it does on the officially released figure, but it has been quite some time since I've actually taken a look at the original release, so it could be similar detail, but it really shows you how impressive the sculpt and detail for a Recur figure actually is, because this Rex has some phenomenal looking detail on it, like really, really impressive. And we've also got another Recur prototype, because we actually have the prototype for their feathered Tyrannosaurus here as well. And these are actually my very first prototypes from Recur, so it's very exciting to have any type of a prototype from that company in my collection, because I'm a pretty big fan of Recur. I actually love their figures. I think that they produce some awesome stuff. I have quite a few reviews up on my channel that I've, again, posted in the past, and I have a lot more figures that I would like to get reviewed in the future. But now, again, very cool to have these prototypes in my collection. And then the final figure is actually one that I have no idea who makes it. We're going to go ahead and try to push all these back, maybe without knocking them all over, because this one's a little bit bigger. But we have this. Now, we're clearly going to have to move this back and up a little bit. But this is some very strange form of a bank. You can see up here on the top, we've got the spot for the coins. We have the spot on the underside to remove the coins. But it very clearly is a Schleich Tyrannosaurus, either a bootleg or maybe some sort of bank that was released by Schleich that I've never heard of. I don't see a branding on it anywhere for it to actually be an official Schleich release. So I know absolutely nothing about it, honestly. Again, it looks very much so like the Schleich T-Rex, especially in the head. The body, not so much, but that head is unmistakable when it comes to a Schleich T-Rex. But it's definitely a really cool one, and he actually sent this to me just out of the kindness of his heart. You know, I bought all the other stuff, but this one he was kind enough to just kind of send my way. And he always does little things like that for me, which is awesome of him. But really cool stuff. Again, some absolutely incredible prototype figures here that I get to add to my collection. Love doing this, love adding such unique items to my collection, making my collection continue to grow in many different directions, and now again, even owning super rare prototypes in my collection. But let me know in the comments section what you guys think of this, if you have any information on any of the figures that I was unaware of or unfamiliar with, and also what your favorite one was that we saw here in this unboxing. And also like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.